Hey, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury corporate channel. Today, special guest, IRIXGUY. We love your accent, IRIXGUY, and this is a very good thing to catch up. Me and IRIXGUY have got so much in common. We are both IT. We came from an IT background. We both started our channel. And the funny thing is, IRIXGUY, me and you have very similar analytics. Like, I get so much views and subscribers. I think you were always a little bit ahead of me, and you still have maintained that. I've done a few things. Let me update you. I've got a couple channels now. I got my Paul Pluta channel, the Archie Luxury channel. I have this channel just for streaming, okay? And I also bought a channel called Elite Broadcasting. So I've kind of, you might say that's a bit of a mix, but I've just tried to be careful because YouTube is becoming the nanny state. What have you done? Tell me what you've done, IRIXGUY.
Well, that's what I was going to start with. I was going to ask you, and by the way, I found your channel. I think it was back around, maybe around 2000. When did you first start? Was it 2000?
2009.
2009. It was 2009. I was getting married, and I was going to get my first good watch, and I was researching, and I found your channel. And what's interesting is that you're not only on YouTube, but because of the subject matter, you know, your content is spread through blogs. I go into watch tours in the Caribbean. I'm like, hey, do you watch Archie Luxury? And you're like, yeah. And it's funny. I mean, you've created a household name for your channel. So
just very quickly, Blue Shirt Buddha, $2. It's like Saturday Night Live with the Pontiff Part 2. Thank you. No, you're right there. IRIXGUY, I've also gone full time. I got fired from my IT job in 2014, and I have been full time since. Are you full time?
Well, I do a few things. I run a few companies, and this is one of my primary gigs. But yeah, it's a huge opportunity, and you know, I mean, I know you realize it. And what's impressed me the most about your channel is that, well, you don't have one channel; you've got three. And well, how do you do three? I mean, does that not become overwhelming for you?
Look, Yankee Doodle, holy shit, Archie is on again. Thank you. Well, the reason I did the 3 channels is because I was always a bit scared. You know, you can get a strike or this or that. So I think by having a handful of channels, it reduces that risk. The other thing is, Archie Luxury is comedy. It's not just watches. It's watches. It's also travel. It's just general things. Paul Pluta is solely watches because I do a lot of paid reviews. So I only put the paid reviews on the Paul Pluta channel. And then this one here, the Archie Luxury Corporate, that is purely live streaming because I want to keep this channel just for streaming.
So do you find any of your is your most popular? I'll be honest
with you. If I had brain, if I was more, it'd be more sensible to have one channel. But just because of how Google is so risky, I wanted to split it up. That's the reason I did it. You've got 2 channels.
Well, I've got Bill the how-to guy, but I don't really do anything else with it. And now, do you think your Archie Luxury channel or your Paul Pluta channel is better? I mean, as far as performance.
I do. If something's good, I'll put it on all the channels. But I'd honestly, I think performance-wise, I make a lot of money. I tell you honestly, because you're a businessman. You're a businessman. I'm a businessman too.
Amen.
Businessman. So that's what you're really asking in a nice southern drawl there. How much fucking money are you making, fatso?
Yeah. There you go.
And I got to tell you the truth there. The biggest thing that brings in money for me is the begging. The begging. Without the begging, I'd be broke.
Well, and that's what's impressed me about your channel. See, my Patreon is horrible. And, you know, like you said, man can't survive from Google ads alone. And that's Google very true. So I've been trying
Google ads is okay, but man, you can't. My Patreon supporters, how much is your Patreon a month? Mine's about $400 US.
But mine's mine's 0. I have not penetrated Patreon at all, and I've got you know, I do a lot of affiliate stuff. So I do Amazon affiliate, I do eBay associate.
I don't do the Amazon shit. I thought, oh fuck, I just too hard, man. It's too hard. I don't understand. Look, okay, you can put links and get them there, but I just can't be. I'm lazy. I'm incredibly lazy. What I do is that I do a lot of the so I do the live. I'm doing 3. I make a lot of money out of the super chats, the live show super chats. That brings in that brings in more money than the Google ads. Can you believe that?
I know. I can definitely believe that. Google ads have really. I mean, it's terrible. I don't know. Well, it was funny. This video link I just posted. This was somebody asked in the comments about the Submariner. When I bought my Submariner 114060, I bought it in the Cayman Islands. Bought it from an AD. This was back before the, before the Rolex shortage and all. They had the Hulk, and they had the GMT. They had everything in there. Batman.
Yeah, that's right, man.
I bought the Submariner no date, but yeah, I filmed that video right after I bought it. Took it out in the ocean, and it's funny. Your videos, you've got a really good. As far as SEO, search engine optimization is concerned, you've got something really good. I mean, I found you, and a lot of people have found you. Go to watch forums, insert blog name here. I'm not going to plug any blogs or anything. You're all over the place.
I know. Well, that's from doing it so long. But I got to tell you, man, it's very tough. This whole YouTube business has changed. Like, the problem is this: if you are straight-laced and just boring, you don't get many views.
Right. You got to get
controversial. If you're controversial, you sometimes can push the boundaries, and that's also not good. So you used to be able to get away with anything you wanted. Now, it's like sailing a yacht through the Great Barrier Reef. You've got to fucking be careful, otherwise you will fucking hit the coral and sink. You've got to be so careful as you navigate. And Yankee Doodle, $5. Yankee Doodle, thank you there. Arch, when you post a vid, you post it on all 5 channels. It confuses the shit out of us. Yes. The reason I post stuff, if I do general stuff, I give it a different title for different things. And yeah, thank you. Just watch all of it. Then you'll get all the messages, okay? Thank you. I got to tell you, IRIXGUY, it's tough. YouTube is not an easy way to make a living. I am full-time. I got fired from my job because I used to get alcohol delivered to work, and they got jealous. What happened is the secretary said, I liked her. She was a nice girl. She said, oh, you got more gifts coming. I said, actually, I'll tell you a secret. I'm a minor YouTube celebrity. Soon as I said that, oh, fuck, you're a minor YouTube? What's your channel? Told her. 2 weeks later, I got the phone call Friday afternoon, and they said, we're finishing you up. I said, what did I do? They said, we're finished, because they found some of my videos on marriage. That's when I had the snakes. I actually filmed the footage at work, the snakes. And, man, it was a comedy fucking video. And anyhow, they said to me, that's not the sort of values we want here. And they said, I couldn't even go and pick up my stuff. I had to wait out the front of the waste processing plant. They put all my belongings into a cardboard boxes and brought it out at an arranged time.
So do you have any incentive to go with a multi-channel network? I'm sure you've been approached. Or do you want to stay independent like I do?
Oh, fuck that multi-channel. Well, they do nothing for you. I cannot work out what they do. Fucking nothing, less than nothing. I would never give anyone control of my earnings. Get fucked. What do you do for me? What do you bring in? I can't see how I don't think they do anything for you. Do they do anything for you?
No, I would never join one. I want to be independent. No way
I'd never give my income, my earnings to any. Get fucked. And no. I would never. That's just crazy. But yourself, you're full time now. You stopped working in IT contracting or what?
I do a lot of consulting work, but and I do a lot of social media consulting. If anybody out there needs it, you know, I'm.
How do you get social media consulting gigs? How do you get that?
Well, you you grow a somewhat large YouTube channel, and people come to you and they say, "Hey, can I do that?" Good example. I was in St. Thomas in the United States Virgin Islands, and you know the Jeffrey Epstein that's all over the Epstein,
yes,
all over the news. I took my drone out and droned his island, and then I got approached by a bunch of people over in Europe. They're like, "Hey, can we buy the footage?" So I sold.
How much you sell it for?
Well, I never want to talk numbers, but let's just say it was nice. And there's opportunity in YouTube beyond, and I know you know it with travel and this, that, and the other. It's not a vacation; it's business trips, and you got to go places that are exciting. So if you go places that are exciting, people are searching. It enriches your channel within Google search, and you got to be smart about it. I mean, like you said, a businessman to businessman. This is a big business, and a lot of people don't realize it's a business. They just look at a bunch of buffoons on a video camera and laugh.
You betcha, man. You have no idea there. I tell you this, man. I tell you honestly. Have a look at this. This is my passport, right? Have a look at this. No bullshit, right? This is my passport, okay?
You've been all over the place.
And they don't even stamp in half these places, by the way. You know what I mean? Stamps, you don't even get stamps. That's one. I've got two. That's just, they don't even stamp in a lot of places. So I got to tell you, in the last 4 years, I think I've done about 30 trips overseas.
Have you ever been to the United States, or is that on your to-do list?
No. I actually, my problem is I've got 2 children who are actually, my son's birthday today. He's 13 today. And 13 and 14. So I can't leave them for long because of the situation with the child, looking after them. We got shared care. So I basically, I can only go for 4 to 5 days. So if I went to America, because it's a 24-hour flight, I haven't got much time. I can actually stay there. It's not worthwhile. It's not about the money. The tickets are cheap. Tickets to America, $1,500, right? Aussie, $1,000 US. It's not the ticket. It's the fact that if I flew to America, I'd want to stay there for a month. I don't have the time.
How far are you from New Zealand?
New Zealand's in that 2 hours away.
2 hours. If I make it down there, I think I'm going to head down there for some YouTube work.
I went to New Zealand and I was on the front page of their newspaper.
Really?
You just now, as you're on this computer now, Google Archie Luxury Space New Zealand. I just want you to type this in, see what comes up. Please do this now for me.
Luxury Space New Zealand. Let's see what we get here.
Yeah, just see what comes up.
New Zealand loves Archie Luxury. Was this the Green Island place, or is this a different?
No. Green Island's in Australia. What came up when you put Archie Luxury New Zealand?
Well, I got 3 videos. New Zealand media.
No, these are not videos. These are press articles, newspaper.
Oh, newshub.co.nz. YouTuber Archie Luxury called Auckland worst place on earth to visit, and has posted around. Wow.
Yeah, I was on the front page of I actually went on a TV show, because I made a video saying how overpriced and how cold it was, and they invited me onto a talk show in New Zealand.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. So you don't recommend New Zealand?
Man, it's business. It's business. See, my genre is everything is negative and nasty. My genre is not, oh, isn't it nice here? I don't get any comments. My genre is negative, nasty. You say nothing nice. That's my genre. You got your genre. You're corporate, right? You're corporate. See, I'm not corporate. You understand? You got to have your genre. What genre? My genre is everything sucks.
Yeah, no, you got it, and you've nailed it.
I got press coverage. I got this. That was fucking amazing. They must have had a slow news week because they said foul-mouthed Aussie businessman slams New Zealand. Man, how can you get better than that? Because people look you up and they search you and think, "Fuck, who is this guy?"
So did you see a spike in your? Do you watch your YouTube analytics? Did you see a big spike on that hit?
It all helps, man. It all helps. It always helps. You know what I mean? Look. It all helps. Everything helps. A couple of things have happened to me. I've had a racehorse named after me, Archie Luxury, the racehorse.
Where was that?
It's in Australia. There's an actual horse. A horse owner came to me and said, I'm going to name it after you if you like. I said, thank you, sir. I got a racehorse. I've also had a rock video I've made. Professional musicians came to me and said, we want to put you into a rock video.
That was Brazen Links, wasn't it?
Yeah, Brazen Links. That was amazing.
Yeah, they're big.
How fucking cool is life, man? How fucking cool is life? You know? Seriously, how cool is it? You know? I really enjoy the YouTubes. It's changed my life, really. I mean, look, there's positives and there's negatives. I've been on the dating scene a bit. Okay, let me be honest with you, IRIX guy. I decided instead of actually, this is just between you and me because no one's watching this shit, right? But instead of saving money and buying a house, it'd be a lot easier if I found a lady who had money.
There you go.
You know what I mean or not? You know, I've worked as an escort too. Did you know this or not? Sorry?
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Basically my niche, I've gone for older Asian ladies who want, because they like to have a fat white boy in a suit. Because they take you to church. No, I'm fucking serious. They take you to church. They take you to a restaurant.
You got a super chat coming in.
Super chats. We need the super chats. It hasn't hit my screen yet. Where is it? Where is it gone? Come on. Oh, Ron the Shrink. You're a constant source of entertainment and we love you. Merry Christmas, Ron the Shrink. He's a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. He was just doing the show with me before. That's Ron the Shrink. He's a doctor. He's a psychiatrist. Look, I got to tell you, YouTube has been amazing. It's a business. You got to remember, this is a business. We're in a business. I've had a few sacrifices. Life's been hard as well. I invested all my money into Pateks, don't you? I've sold all my other watches off. I got 5 Patek Philippe's now.
Yeah, that wasn't a good move, man. I would have stuck with the Rolex.
And I got 5, and I've got your favorite brand, the 6th watch. I got 6 watches, 5 Pateks, and a JJ LeCoultre. Could you please say
JJ LeCoultre?
JJ LeCoultre. That's it.
JJ LeCoultre.
Man, I tell you honestly, I've learned that from you. Mispronounce everything you can. You know, I'm not in Brisbane. I'm in Brisbane. Brisbane. No one says Brisbane. If you Americans say Brisbane because they're reading it. Brisbane. Yeah. So I just you got to everything. I try and mispronounce as much shit as possible.
It creates comment. Sure.
You got to be remembered. You got to be remembered. There's nothing worse than being forgotten. I got to tell you, man, I got 5 Pateks. I love the Pateks. I've discovered the meaning of life since I've done my YouTube channel.
Are they as soft as a JJ LeCoultre?
I've got a JJ. I've actually got a JJ LeCoultre. I love him.
You got the reverse though, yeah.
I tell you this: the meaning of life is Patek Philippe and pussy. That is it. That is it.
Here comes Ron, another super chat.
You're looking very thin. IRIXGUY, Ron the Shrink, $10. What's on the wrist, big boy? Well, in my case, I'm actually wearing one of the Pateks. I'm wearing a Patek. This is a 5296. It's called 5296. And you're wearing a. I must say, you're looking fucking professional. What's happening, man? Why are you looking so professional, IRIXGUY?
I got all these professional gigs, you know. You gotta put on.
You've lost weight. You've lost a bit of weight.
Yeah, I've lost about 25 pounds. It's actually pretty easy. You just don't drink as much, and you eat a bunch of tuna, and drink water. Yeah, and that's the rough part, man. Eating that.
I've lost a bit myself. Right, I was up to 330 pounds.
You never hit 300 though, did you?
330. I was 330.
Oh, wow. And you're 297?
Yeah. 292, actually, at the moment. How many pounds are you?
I'm right over 200.
Sorry?
Right over 200 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I'm nearly fucking 300.
Yeah, I'm about 2, I guess about 218, but I'm 6'2", so it's not too bad.
6'2". Fuck, that's tall.
Yeah.
You're taller than me. I'm just under 6. Fuck. IRIXGUY, what's going to happen with this business? YouTube has changed so much. I find it hard to get 100,000 subscribers. I want to get that fucking YouTube button. You know what I mean?
Me too, man. I'm at about 71.
But I will not cheat. Right, a lot of people buy subscribers. I will not cheat. How about you?
I never do it. And the reason, number one, you're wasting your money. Number two, if you get caught, you're going to lose those subscribers. And then also you're probably going to get blackballed by YouTube. And once you hit that,
but I've seen people who've done it and they've done very well out of it. You know this? I know my competitors have done it.
I know, and I won't drop channel names, but I know a lot of people that have. But when they get caught, they're going to get burned really bad, and that's why I never do it. I'm 100% organic.
Yeah,
and I know you are too.
Look. I'd be honest with you. I've been too honest now to change. Okay, I've been too fucking honest doing it to change. Interestingly enough, let me tell you, I bought a channel. I had a really good friend of mine, right? He was in England. He's in Thailand. He's an English guy living in Thailand. Very clever guy. You know, he had a Rolls Royce Phantom. He had a fucking Phantom. Nice. He's actually on the verge of bankruptcy now, but he had a channel which I bought off him. You know, my Elite Broadcasting. It used to be called Elite NWO, New World Order. He used to do conspiracy theories.
Ah, gotcha. You
know what happened? He used to make £5,000 English a month.
What's 5,000 in US dollars?
About 7.
That's not bad.
7,000. That's 10 Aussie. 10 Aussie a month. Serious coin. Then you know what they did? They fucking demonetized his channel. It just went boom. You're fake news. They didn't tell him this. They just said you're now demonetized due to breaches of terms such and such. You're now demonetized.
Ooh, that'll ruin your life.
I actually bought his channel. I bought his channel because he had some financial problems, and I said, "Look, I'll help you out." I bought it for the tax write-off. Okay, that's why I bought it. I bought it for the tax write-off, and I thought, well, I could possibly. He's got 120,000 subscribers. I've got that channel now. I'm trying to get it remonetized. I've gotten rid of all his stuff, and I'm putting new content on there. But I got to tell you,
got rid of his stuff. If you delete his videos, then you're deleting your earned analytics, right? Your video view count.
But your subscriber count stays.
Yeah, but the video view count goes.
Yes, I wonder. He had 100 million views. 100 million views. Yes, they're gone. Yes, correct. View count's gone. But I've put new stuff up there. I've been trying to do it. Look, it's just a project. I mean, what do you invest in? Me and you are in business. Where do you put a bit of money? I thought, well, I'll throw a couple $1,000s into this idea. Okay, that's what I said I would do there. You know, it's a business. Yankee Doodle, $5, man. You are cool. Arch, I'm having a business meeting with someone, and the only fact I know about them is they wear a Jaeger LeCoultre Reserve de March. Give me a profile of this person. Okay, so basically this person here, he's a bit of a loser, okay? Because if he's a winner, he'd wear Patek. So he's the sort of person, he doesn't drive a Mercedes or a BMW, he drives a French car. He thinks he's cool, but he's not. He's really quite a dick. He's wearing an expensive suit. He's cheated on his wife multiple times, and he's also cheated on his wife with a bloke. He's bisexual. The other thing about this guy is here, he thinks his shit doesn't stink, but he's nothing special. He's phony. He's fake. He's probably got someone who's French in his family tree. And if you gave him enough money, he'd blow you in the toilets. There you go. $5. I've given him a full profile. IRIXGUY, tell me this business, it's hard. It's a hard business to be in. I desperately would like to have more subscribers. It's hard. It's hard. But I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat. You know, I don't cheat. You see that movie? My favorite movie of all time is Margin Call. It's got Jeremy Irons. He goes, I don't cheat. Be first, be smarter, or cheat. And I don't cheat. It's a hell of a lot quicker to be first. How do we sell this shit? That was a great movie. I love that movie.
That was a good one.
How's the wife? You're doing well, the wife?
Yeah, we're doing well. We've got a 2-year-old, so
fuck.
Yeah.
You had a baby now.
Heck yeah.
Well, man, that's fantastic. Deacon, $5. Laugh my ass off. Thank you. And John D, $5. My collection, Black Dial 216 fights an Explorer 2. He's got a GMT black, and he's got a Sea Dweller 43. What next? Also, what is your favorite in my current collection? I tell you honestly, get yourself. I would get myself, if I were you, get yourself a fucking chronograph. Get yourself a Daytona, man. Daytona, because you got an Explorer, which is a GMT. You got a diver. You got 2 Explorers, a diver. Get yourself a chronograph. It's the missing link, man. Happiness will happen if you do that. And Paul Ronnie, $5. Arch, I own a Yachtmaster 2 stainless steel. Had it 4 years. I work in finance. Analyze me. Okay, got a Yachtmaster 2. You're what they call a corporate turd. Okay, because the Yachtmaster 2, the complication is fucking stupid, and that's what you are. You use these fancy-wancy words, leveraging, gearing, margin ratios. You can sprout all the shit, but you honestly don't know what you're doing. You're a phony. You're fake. You're bullshit. You're heavily indebted in credit cards. You've got a wife who's probably a 6.5 out of 10, but she's fucking someone else. Go through her belongings. You're a bit nice. You don't actually think, oh, I won't go. You got to go through these bitches' belongings. That's what I do. That's what I used to do when I was married. Go through them and find the evidence, man. I tell you honestly, seriously, if you want to succeed in life, get yourself a Panda Daytona. You get a Panda, you will excel and hit the top. Yachtmaster 2 is a bit of a loser's watch. But I tell you honestly, you're heavily indebted in debt, high leverage, man, start listening to Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey, baby steps, 7 baby steps to financial freedom. Do you watch Dave Ramsey, by the way, IRIXGUY?
No, I just motivate myself.
You never heard of? You never watched his channel?
No, I mean I'm very familiar with him. I've never been into motivational videos or motivational speakers, except for Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live.
You'd be very good. You're looking very professional there. I'd pay you to spruik shit.
There you go. Well, and that's the next move for the channel is going to be it's going to be the social media webinar. You know, if anybody's interested, y'all can check it out on my YouTube channel. So we're going to do that.
When did you decide to go full-time? $2, Ronnie Paul. Thanks, Arch. I'm going to improve myself. No worries, Ronnie Paul. You asked for the truth. I give you the truth. I'm sorry. If you wanted me to fluff it, pay a bit more, and I would have sucked up your ass. Let me tell you this, IRIXGUY. When did you decide to go full-time? What happened? Why? See, I got fired. Well, I got fired and just couldn't be fucked looking for another job. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, you got fired. I didn't get fired. I was with a Fortune 100 company in the United States for about 10 years. Actually, it was long. Yeah, it was longer than that. And anyway, I knew it was coming, and you know, you get the warning signs in the workplace. You kind of know what's going on, and we were getting outsourced. And because of this company's acquisition, the company they acquired actually took over a controlling interest in management, and they laid off about 1,500 IT employees. So
did you get money out of that?
Well, you know, but you know, severance is nothing to be happy about. But you know, I'd been building up for that. 3 or 4 years prior to that. How
much were you earning in IT, if you don't mind me asking? Is that rude to ask you?
Well, I never talk numbers, but I would say that I would never become a multimillionaire doing IT for a Fortune 100 company.
60 Aussie a year in IT, 60,000. That's about 45,000 US. It's hard.
Yeah, IT is not worth it. I mean, you know,
unless you're at the top of the tree, which. Here we go. Tanzeel. This is one of my big sponsors. IRIXGUY, give us the IRIXGUY way of pronouncing the following brands: Jaeger LeCoultre, Tag Heuer, A. Lange and Sun, Blank Pan, and Jacquet Droz. Can you please read those?
Okay.
Please?
So here we're going to go. The first one is JJ LeCoultre, which I got on my wrist right here, the 40 millimeter JJ LeCoultre. And then I go on to the Tag Heuer. And then I go to the A. Lang and Soon. And then I go to the Blank Pan. And then I go to the Jacket Droz.
Jacket Droz. That's it, man. Man, we love it, man. We love it. It's all good there. Tell me this. Are you happy doing YouTube full time? Is this your happiness? Like,
well, happiness is however you define your own happiness. Happiness to me is being financially free and seeing an opportunity. The thing with YouTube is that if I want to do something, if I want to just, have a random day and do something, I can say, how can I monetize that? So when I look at the day, what am I going to do tomorrow? It's based upon, well, can I make money from YouTube doing that? And it's a great opportunity. I'm happy. Would I like to make a lot more?
Do you, I think you sound like you're happy there. You got your own home, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which state are you in, America?
Yeah, I'm in the United States.
You don't say which state, but.
Well, usually I'm in the actually
you're in the
usually
middle. You're in the middle, aren't you?
Yeah, usually I'm in the Virgin Islands, but I'm in Georgia. I don't know if you know where Georgia is.
So you could buy a nice house for $250,000 there, can't you?
Oh, a quarter. It depends on where you are. If you're in the suburbs,
where I am, a fucking shitbox. The shitbox is $500,000.
Yeah.
Yankee Doodle, here we go. $5. IRIXGUY must be wondering how the hell is AC3 getting all his moolah from his fans?
No, I'm not wondering that, because you know why? Because let me support you here, AC3. Archibald Chesterfield III. The reason that you're getting it is that you're easy to find on Google. People that are looking for watch advice, watch collectors, they're going to stumble upon you. And because you have so much content and you just tell it how it is and you're not filtered, that's what matters. And that's how you're making the money.
Yes. Tanzeel, one of my good fans here. AC3, I read that article, by the way, Tan. Terry Stern said in a recent GQ interview that people need to stop being so short-sighted with chasing Naulises. What's your thoughts? Hey, I think people want to be cool. If you're a real purist, you would go for the dress paddocks. That's honestly, I honestly think those are some of the more. I love. This is you might say an old man's watch, but I love this watch. Solid gold, white gold, leather, crocodile or alligator strap. It's just to die for. Absolutely to die for. Well executed, well made. I think I hate people. If they got a Nautilus, they're normally a show-off. They're not a true purist. IRIXGUY, what's the next move for you there? What's the next move for you? You're going to stay in this YouTube space?
Well, it's my plan to stay in the YouTube space and continue to do the consulting for social media.
I'm trying to help a friend of mine, Loudmouth Tim.
Yeah.
Okay. Loudmouth Tim is our age. He's had a drama series running on the interweb before YouTube. He's never done well. He's a lovely guy, Loudmouth Tim. And I'm trying to help him, make him successful this year. And I said to him, the best first advice is go and see IRIXGUY's channel and steal his recipe for pork chops.
Well, he's got a Tesla. He needs to monetize that. How to use a garage door.
I know. He's got. What do you think?
Work with what you got.
Your pork chop video, how to bake pork chops. That's doing so well. 3 million views. Were they good pork chops?
They were pretty good. I mean, it was just a cheap way to make pork chops in the oven.
It's done so well, IRIXGUY.
You know what's funny? That was a camera phone. And I tell you right now where the money's at's air frying. You can get in on air frying videos. I'm doing a lot of air frying videos, chicken wings.
Actually, my dad's got. I don't like how the food tastes with an air fryer.
Well, you got to know how to. You got to marinate it in the fridge overnight. That's the secret.
Okay. Tanzeel, $5. IRIXGUY, what's your advice for the best watch to wear when a man is trying to tag whore with Georgia peach?
Well, you're going to be in Georgia. You gotta be prepared. Georgia, there's a lot of there's a big hip hop culture there in the ATL, Atlanta. So you need to wear something kind of blingy. What I would wear would be an iced out AP, but I wouldn't wear Royal Oak. I would wear an offshore. you know, something with some rubber and, you know, all that kind of stuff in it, and then just ice it out with diamonds. That's what I would wear.
What vehicle are you driving at the moment, IRIXGUY?
Driving an Audi A8.
What year?
2018.
Fuck, that's expensive.
Yeah, it's what it is.
I'm driving a 2013 Honda Civic with 160,000 miles on it.
That's a smarter move. That's my other
What
addiction.
made you get the Audi?
Well, the thing that made me get it didn't have run flat tires like the BMWs have, and I can service it at a Volkswagen dealership. And, you know, by the way, if you don't know that, if you service an Audi at a Volkswagen dealership versus an Audi dealership, you're going to save, you know, a lot of coin. And
so it's got the V8 in it?
It's yeah, actually it is, yeah.
How much was that?
I'm a stiff negotiator.
I'm
a stiff negotiator, dude.
Stiff negotiator, okay.
Yeah,
you love the A8?
Yeah, it wasn't a one-day step on the lot and buy it. It was I'm going to walk away. I walked away again. He called me the next day. I'm still not happy. What's your bottom dollar? Well, we really want to earn your business, blah, blah, blah. That's how that goes.
What does the wife drive?
She just drives a little, it's a, let's see, what is it? It's one of those Lincoln SUVs.
Cars?
The small one, not the Navigator, but the little MKC.
Beautiful. IRIXGUY, Tanzil, $10. IRIXGUY, if you are a fledgling Oklahoman lawyer that loves to air fry his steaks before a live stream with AC3, do you recommend a Parmigiani Flurera for such a gentleman?
Funny about Parmigiani when you say that, because when I bought this JJ LeCoultre 40 millimeter, the guy in the dealer, the AD in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands was trying to sell me a Parmigiani, however you pronounce it. It was a Kappa or Catalpa or whatever it's called. And he was trying to push that on me. I said, look, I do my research. I watch Archibald Chesterfield III, Archie Luxury, and Parmigiani is just junk, and I don't want it. And I know you're trying to get rid of it because you don't want it in your AD anymore. And
what did he say to that?
He didn't come at it. I said, look, I want the 40 mil, and these are 39 now, by the way, but I want the 40 mil master control with a date, something simple. You must admit,
that is a fucking beautiful watch. I mean, I know JJ's gone a bit soft, but it doesn't matter. They are fucking beautiful watches.
No, and the thing is, the exhibition case back makes it really nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
and I like the bracelet. The bracelet's cool. Is that what you wear when you were doing a power meeting?
Usually I do, and it's funny. Like a lot of people don't notice it. I've had, since I purchased this watch, it was back around 2013. I've only had one person notice it, and the way that they brought it up, the way that they mentioned it, it's like they were talking about other brands and all this. It was obvious that they were in the know with watches, and they picked it up. Only one person has recognized this watch since I bought it in 2013.
You love it, don't you?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's definitely my most high end piece, and it's the only watch I don't swim with.
Tanzil, $5. Come on, IRIXGUY. Stop fucking around and say it the way the old school fans remember it. Say it. JJ LeCoultre.
JJ LeCoultre. JJ LeCoultre, 1,000 hours master control. JJ LeCoultre. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy.
Do you ever put it on a strap? You ever put it on a strap?
I did put it on a strap, and actually something I regret is when I bought it, and I almost picked it up at the AD the last time I was there. I want to get a deployant clasp.
Yeah, the deployant
strap. Do you have an aftermarket? And I know you've talked about Theo and Harris for your Reverso, but is there an aftermarket strap that you would recommend for the 40 mil master control?
So what's the end pieces? They're 20 mil or 21?
I'd have to look up the lug. The lugs are.
I reckon for that there. I just find the Theo. There's a few people. There's a guy called I'm using custom. There's a guy custom combat straps in Canada. You tell him the watch you've got, and he'll tell you what he recommends. Because I'm just getting one from him. He's expensive, but he makes bespoke leather straps. Clive actually loves them, and Clive put me onto them, and I'm just waiting for one to come. I sometimes it's better to let someone else pick it. You can't see the wood for the trees. So I actually do love leather. I love leather strap on a watch. I do love it, but that's very versatile. I must say the Jaeger LeCoultre, I love them. I think they're really, you got a Rolex as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the 114060.
That's the no date sub.
Yeah.
That's a cool watch, man.
You know what's funny? When I bought it in Grand Cayman at an AD down there. Yeah. And it, you know, I got it, and I was tossed between it and the Hulk, and then also the Batman, and I bought the ND. And what you'll notice if you look at price charts, it seems that the Hulk and the Batman are starting to correct, and I think the no date's going to be the winner in the long haul. Not that I'm selling.
Tanzil, $5. IRIXGUY, what's the best watch to wear if you're trying to chat up a bitch, but you have a wicked barbecue stain on your T-shirt?
Let me get it. I'll be right back. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna grab it. I will bring it over and demonstrate.
He doesn't wear pants either. Hey, same as me, man. You know, that's so cool. You can see we're in, you know, that's just amazing.
This is what I would wear for that.
That's so cool, man. That is so, you're like me. I wear shorts, man. Oh, the Pam. That's a Pam. 112. Actually, I love the 112. The 111 and the 112, they are beautiful. Simple Pam, but that is absolutely, I love that watch. Pam is soft, but I got it now. I love your video on how to smuggle drinks onto a cruise ship, how to have cheap drinks on a cruise, because that's so true. They try and fuck you over with the drinks, don't they?
No, they do. And you know, the one thing I learned from a cruise is to never go on a cruise again, because what I do, I've found the ports that I like, and then I'll get on TripAdvisor. I'll sort price low to high, and then find the ones that have decent reviews and book that for around $100 US a night. And then all amounts airfare.
Well, what's wrong with the cruises? You tend to eat too much on the cruise.
You tend to eat too much, and when you do go to shore, unless it's somewhere like Bermuda, you've only got a few hours, and it's not time to. That's not even time to haggle with a watch dealer. Now, I will tell you, if you take a cruise to St. Martin, you can get some really nice deals on Rolex in Phillipsburg.
Here we go. Ron the Shrink, $2. Best Pam without crown guards. Best Pam without crown guards. I tell you what I like. I like the fucking California dial. That doesn't have crown guards.
Is that a radio mirror?
Yeah. Yeah. It's big size, 44 mil, massive, monster. I like the California dial. I think that is a absolute stunning piece. The California's got half Romans, half Romans and Arabics. It's California dial, absolutely stunner. But you shouldn't really actually wind it when it's on your wrist like that, but that's okay.
Oh, you should. Why shouldn't you?
Because it actually puts pressure on when you're winding it, because it's on an angle.
Oh, okay. I learned something.
They say to you to take it off if you're going to do. I'm just telling you. I'm just sorry. I just want to. I'm going to tell you, it's not going to damage it today, but long-term wise, you shouldn't adjust it when it's on your wrist. That's what they say with Paddock anyhow. But let me tell you this. You're successful. You own your own home. You've got some investments. You've got a few commercial properties, don't you? You've got a few rentals, don't you?
Yeah, I got a few tiny homes.
Yeah, I love tiny homes. That's great potential in tiny houses. You've got a nice car, nice wife, nice baby, nice family now. You're living the American dream. You're successful. I find it funny. A lot of people I know in IT, they've become, I don't want to say this, they become losers because they got no job and they're unemployed and they're really, but the IT industry has been brutal to a lot of people, don't you think?
Well, it's heavily outsourced, and there's no way to combat that.
No. So
the way to combat it is to move into the new IT, which is social media. That's where it's at.
That's where we are. We're here. So do your friends jealous that you've had this success that you have?
Well, you know, it's quiet success. I never, you know, people may see me in whatever exotic destination, but
I mean, you're driving around in a brand new A8.
Yeah, but well, I guess that is kind of. But you know, when you go to these places, people see it.
What color, by the way, did you get?
Oh, I got blue with cappuccino brown leather.
Ah, that's killer, man. That is killer, man. Mr. $2, $3. Am I watching a 90s call center pre-outsourcing? Yes. And Tanzil, $5. IRIXGUY and you, Clyde's son. And if so, what's the best way to air fry a hot dog for the 4th of July, aka the Anderson family recipe?
Clyde's son. The best way to air fry a hot dog. I guess
you are Clyde's son. You're Clyde's son. You look like Clyde's son. Son.
If I was going to air fry a hot dog, what I would do, I'd put some. I'd have to put some batter on it. I'd have to put some, you know, some Creole seasoning in there to give it a little bit of spice.
Let me tell you how to cook a good dog. You know how you do it?
How do you do that?
Boil the. This is what a chef taught me. You boil the sausages first to cook them. You lightly fry them to get the browning on the outside. That's the secret to cook a perfect sausage.
I've never done that. I need to do that.
That's what a professional chef told me. No, you just Google it. But that's what you do. You boil it first, then you fry it just to brown it for appearance. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. It doesn't overcook it.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise you got to cook it to get the middle cooked. But IRIXGUY, you're successful. You're driving an A8. What made you get the A8? That's a fucking expensive car. What made you do that? What made you pull the trigger? That's an amazing car. I dream of having an A4. Okay.
Let me be frank. When you look at Mercedes, people kind of think, oh man, that's kind of snobby, you know, this, that, and the other. You look at BMW. BMW's all right, but I don't like their new body style, and I don't like run flat tires, and I don't like Japanese cars. No, you know, I mean, they're good cars. I just don't. And Alfa Romeo,
they're not luxury. They're not luxury. They're not luxury. They got no soul. They got no soul.
Yeah, and they'll run forever. But I trade too quickly to even see that. So it doesn't matter. And then you got Alfa Romeo that's kind of uncertain. You know,
that's a disaster. I've owned an Alfa Romeo. Do not ever go there, IRIXGUY. Believe me.
Almost got the Quadrifoglio, the Alfa. Romeo Quadrifoglio. It has Ferrari engine on it, but
yeah, the V6, the Ferrari. But I got to be honest with you. Don't forget, you know who owns Alfa Romeo?
Chrysler.
Yeah. Do not go there. Do not go there. Chrysler can fuck everything up. You know that?
Audi's, yeah, they can. Audi's good, but I will tell you, Audi's got the problem, and at least with mine, it's got the brake dust will build up. So if you don't spray it off or you don't blow it off with air every few days or so, when you pull up to a red light, your brakes are squeaking. It makes it sound like a cheap car. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. And I don't have a filter, so
that's just the brake. That's not a huge problem. Tanzil, $5. IRIXGUY, do you offer lessons on how to best impersonate a NASCAR pit lane worker and the ideal watch for such an individual?
Let me get the watch. NASCAR worker. Hold on.
I love those blue pants, by the way.
I appreciate it.
This is your studio, green screen in the back?
Yeah. Yep. That's green screen. You can turn the green screen on.
What does your wife think of you doing YouTube full time?
She hates it. But
what my ex-wife hated it. She hated it. People would recognize me. She'd always be shameful of my YouTube. I don't understand this shit.
What was funny about it? That's the same stuff I get. And what was funny, I was in St. John in the United States Virgin Islands, and we were in a parking lot, and somebody across the parking lot says, "Hey, IRIXGUY. And it's my wife and all of us there. And I'm like, you know, she doesn't care, but it's just, I can't go anywhere. I go to an airport. It's like at least 5 or 6 people. Hey, IRIXGUY. you know, you can't avoid it. I mean, your face is out there, you know.
No, I was walking down the street, Archie Luxury. I say, yeah. Hey guys, yeah, cool.
Dude, you have no idea how much I plugged you throughout the Caribbean. I mean, you're all over the place. And when I talk to watch dealers, when I bought my Super Ocean Heritage 2, I said, you know what? You know, he was trying to push a 44 millimeter on me. I said, no, that's unacceptable. I said, I want a 42. 42 is the perfect.
It looks so good on you, don't you think?
No, it does. 40. I'll get that.
$5, Arch. I drive a 2010 Dodge Challenger. Yeah or nay? Hey, invest in watches. Don't buy fancy cars. Invest in watches. I drive a Civic with 160,000 miles on it. I'm the last person to ask about fancy-wancy cars. I got to tell you, man, so she doesn't like you, but you don't swear or do anything wrong on YouTube. How could she dislike IRIXGUY?
She doesn't dislike it. It's just kind of awkward. She's not up for attention.
Does she appear in any of your videos?
No, never will.
Okay.
No, but this right here, this is the NASCAR watch. It's my 300M Omega with a very patinaed, you can see the bezel, and this has a wave pattern, by the way, the blue ray pattern. See that?
Yeah.
So this is what the NASCAR watch would be.
That's a great looking watch, IRIXGUY. IRIXGUY, we got another super chat in from Clive, Watch Wrangler. IRIXGUY, how much did you plug him?
Honestly, $0. You know, and the reason being is that, you know, I've watched Archie Luxury since I bought my Breitling. The first real watch this is the first real watch that I bought. This was pre Archie Luxury, and the first watch. Yeah, it is. It is good, and I've enjoyed it, but. No, he didn't plug me anything, you know, because I respect the advice, and you know, it gets me it makes me feel more knowledgeable as a watch investor.
Tell me this, IRIXGUY, you've really achieved the American dream. House, job, wife, car, career, everything's working all well for you. What would you do if YouTube suddenly demonetized us and said, right, no more? The YouTube journey ended. What would you do?
I think about that all the time. And what would I do? I would probably quickly sell off all my assets, my house, my car. I would not sell my watches because they're appreciating assets. But I would sell all the stuff that does not appreciate. And I would probably move to Costa Rica.
You would? That's what you'd do?
Yep.
Do you think YouTube could close their channel down? Like, there's been so many channels that have closed down. Does that worry you? You're so straight. I can't see what they could say anything wrong with your channel.
Well, and that's the thing. But even with that, and you know, if never, here's the thing: anytime there's a third party that controls your destiny, you can be cut just like that. And I hope to think that's not the case with YouTube. And I hope that YouTube wants creators like us to continue to grow their network. But there's always a possibility that they could cease to exist. Let's say they encounter unforeseen legal troubles and the entire YouTube platform closes down. Then we're all, you know, the waterfall. So, you know, we're doomed as well. So, you know, there's really no way to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a scary thought, but you've always got to have a plan B. And my best advice is right now, while you've got the opportunity, you know, to try to diversify as much as you can with other pursuits.
That's kind of why I don't have the A8.
Yeah, and that was a stupid move. I mean, I'm dumb, but I am a stiff negotiator.
Yeah, no. Look, America's different. I'll tell you what, if I was in America, I'd be driving a fucking fancy-wancy automobile. In my country, an A8 is like $250,000. Okay?
Yeah, you got super chat.
$5. IRIXGUY, can you please explain economics to me that a house won't appreciate but a Pam would?
Well, that's actually so that a house won't appreciate, but a Pam would. Pam has really been severely knocked down, but when Pam rebounds, the first Pams they're going to see the increase are going to be the base models. Pam 0012, 0012.
The 112, the 111, the base logo models.
Yeah, exactly. All of these special editions, all of that, that's how they doom themselves. You know, go back to the basics, just like Rolex with the Submariner 114060. Stick to the basics. The hyped ones are going to hype. They're going to spike, and then they're going to plummet. But the core models are going to continue to trend upwardly, in my opinion.
Wow, I think you're right. I think you're right. Tell me this. It's funny how you say that. I have the same thing myself. I think about what happens if YouTube ended tomorrow. You're 100% right, IRIXGUY. What would you, it is a fear. Whenever you were controlled by other people. By the way, IRIXGUY, just a bit of a career advice. I made a few videos about why KBR sucks. All my old bosses, I made videos about them. That wasn't a good idea when I need to find work. Okay. They remember that shit. You know that? They remembered that shit. But anyhow, all I want to say to them is, fuck you, you lousy cunts. I got to tell you, man, I understand that's an interesting thing. I have the same fear. I worry, what happens if YouTube ended? Like it could. This merry-go-ride that we're on, it could end, couldn't it?
It definitely could. And we don't have any control over it.
No, it's completely out of our hands. And but you can't live in fear. You can't live in fear for all of your life there. $2 from Clive Watch Wrangler. Were you a stiff negotiator when you plugged AC3?
No, yeah, I mean there's no.
And Yankee Doodle, $2. IRIXGUY, I see carpet beetles in the background. Let's go find them. You've got carpet beetles?
I've got something right here.
What's this?
It's a piece of paper. So I don't have carpet beetles. That's paper. Good eyes, but that's not a carpet beetle. Sorry.
Yeah, I've let some of the home renovations go. Like my carpet is actually Threadborn. Okay, you see my carpet there? I'm scared to vacuum it because most of it will come off. Okay, my house is Tanzil. $5. IRIXGUY, do you think that Trump will win the next election by telling citizens that the housing economy is slowing compared to Panerai sales?
Highly plausible. And
you're a Trump supporter, aren't you?
Trump 2020, no doubt. And the thing is, politics is, by the way, talk about YouTube growth, never talk politics. This is not a political rant, but I'll tell you how it is. If you look at taxes, don't look at Democrat, Republican, or whatever. Those are the two parties in the United States. Just look at taxes. Anyone with with eyes and ears can say, oh, the taxes are not as bad under Trump. They're not as bad under Trump as they were under others. So from that perspective, like his personality, hate his personality, Trump's doing it really right. He's doing a really good job. So
the markets are up. Employment's down. Just look at the basics. Don't forget the personalities. Look at the basics. America's never been as strong as this for a long time. Mr. 2, $3. A8, owned or financed, leased, and why?
Just because I wanted it, and I mean I only pay cash.
You paid cash.
I mean, it's a cool toy,
Fuck, you paid cash?
Why not?
I got to tell you, the dark blue with the cappuccino interior, that is the color combo to get, man.
It does set it off.
It is gorgeous. Ron the Shrink, $2. IRIXGUY, is AC3 a stiff hard plugger?
Man cannot survive off Google ads alone, as a famous person once said. Therefore, you got to plug the opportunity. Hey,
how many videos do you make in a week? How many videos do you make in a week, IRIXGUY?
Well, when you've got a 2-year-old, it kind of slows down a little bit, but I'll at least release one video per day. And my secret is that I film a lot of them. I film a lot of them in advance, and then I cue schedule release them.
Yeah, I think you're better off, instead of releasing a whole lot of videos in one go, one every day or every 2 days is better for your views.
Oh yeah, but you can't have a gap, because if you have a gap, YouTube's automated tools will see it and they'll perceive you as being less active.
Fuck.
So if you're going on vacation, be sure you got them scheduled released.
Yankee Doodle, $2. IRIX, would you consider a threesome with Mrs. Lai?
No, no.
You're happily married. You married an American woman, didn't you? Caucasian woman?
Oh yeah. Yep. Caucasian American. Not interested.
Tell me this. What do your parents think of your YouTube career?
You know, a lot of this career is behind the scenes, and the way that I do it is, if people recognize me, which they do a lot of the time, a lot of those people aren't at other professional things that I'm doing, you know, consulting wise. So I don't get a lot of people that I'm providing consulting services for recognize me, but it's behind the scenes. So when I take a vacation,
yeah,
I'm amplifying that because it's a business trip. It's not a vacation, because where I'm going.
I completely get you, man. Mr. Two, do you smile thinking about the 80% depreciation?
Yeah, the depreciation on the Audi is a lot worse than the Mercedes or the BMW, but I can drive it every day, and it's not perceived as like a snooty vehicle. And, you know, I care about perception. So perception is reality.
Ron the Shrink, $2. IRIXGUY, how many double entendres will you miss? Entendres.
That's a big word. What is that?
Yeah, I go to state school. I can't. Yeah, double meaning. Yeah. I got to tell you, IRIXGUY, you've been I'm really pleased to see you doing well, man. Well, you're not driving a fucking A8. You can't be doing too bad. Let's be honest there. You're raking it in, man. Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead, IRIXGUY. I mean, I'm pleased you're doing well, but that's just rubbing my fucking nose in it. I got a Honda with a dinged. I went to a brothel, and when I was reversing it at a car park, I thought I saw a cop car, and I dinged the front of it. You know, oh man, it's good to see you're doing well, man. I'm happy for you.
You too, man. You're growing. I track your stats every day.
So man, we've been both doing well. We've both got different styles. What's the key ingredients, you think?
Well, the key ingredients, looking at your channel, I think not your channel, but your 3 channels, I think you've done a really good job of you got Paul Pluto, you know, your real self, which is the watch reviews. I think those are good. But again, watch reviews are kind of bland in the scheme of things. So then you've got Archie Luxury, and you've got Archie Luxury Corporate for the live shows, and you add that extra element that creates the conversation. And what you've done really well, which I've failed with, is creating the conversation. I mean, I've gotten a lot of traction, but I don't have anything. If you watch my channel, it's nothing too exciting. I mean, there's content out there, but it's not conversational. Whereas you've introduced something that I would never introduce for my channel that has enabled you to create the conversation, and that's an important component of YouTube's success.
Yankee Doodle, $2. IRIX, don't you drive an A3 on your channel?
I did. I had a blue A3 with cappuccino seats. You always got to upgrade.
IRIXGUY, we're going to wrap this show up. I want to thank you for coming on, man. It's been a pleasure to have you. Please feel free to download this clip and put it on your channel if you want. That's fine with me. Or if you don't want to, that's okay too. You don't have to. It's been great to see you. I'm really happy that you're doing well, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. No, man, you too, man. Keep it up.
Okay, an A8's kind of a bit of a pain in the ass, but I reckon an A6 would have been okay. An A5?
A5 is good Sportback. You got to get the Sportback with the A5.
But an A8, yeah, I didn't want you to do that well. I wanted you to do well, but not that well.
Yeah, well, I'll see. I tell you what, next year, let's set a goal. Next year, let's both have a.
No, I don't buy cars. I got bad credit. Okay.
No, but I mean, have a big year. You know what? Let's say you have a big year. It's like six times more successful than where you were last year.
Yeah,
what would be your dream car? What would it be?
My dream car. Oh man, I'd love to get a Mercedes.
Which one?
I like the Audis. Well, man, I just want a C200, C300. C300 is a dream car. C300. They're so expensive. I'd buy a 2-year-old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd love a C300 because I could take the kids with me. It's a safe car. Family. Yeah, I'd love one of those. And a C300. It's got real leather. Because the C200, they've only got fucking plastic seats.
Yeah, it's got the
Audi. I like Audi uses real fucking leather. I mean, Mercedes is actually crap. The quality. They fucking cut corners unless you spend a lot of money with Mercedes. They give you fucking fake leather, and I got to tell you, I think Audi's probably the best German-made car. I think Audi is probably the I reckon it's BMW is too much plastic every fucking where in the engine bay. Too much fucking plastic. That's my
Audi's got the most comfortable seats too.
I mean, seriously, if money was no object, if I won a fortune, I think Bentley, which is really an Audi, that's what I'd buy. And I wouldn't buy the Rolls Royce because it's got I don't want BMW bits in it. I'd prefer to have Audi bits.
Yeah.
Bentley would be, that's what, if you were, if you, but I mean, seriously, I think Audi, I actually like the A4. That'd be a perfect car for me, an A4.
Yeah, that's a good car.
The A3 is just a smidgen too small. It's almost, but just a wee bit too small.
No, when I bought the A3, I was looking at the A4 and price was pretty comparable. But I chose the A3 over the A4 when I had the A3. Now I've got the A8. Yeah. But it's a good car. I mean, it's the handling on those, even if you don't get the Quattro, the front wheel drive is great.
Yes. You got the Quattro, or the A8's got Quattro.
Oh yeah, that's Quattro, 4-wheel drive, and not 4-wheel, all-wheel drive. Let me correct that.
I mean, I think the best supercar, if money was, if you had unlimited, I reckon the R8 would be the best supercar. I wouldn't fucking buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. I'd buy the fucking Audi. Yeah,
but the R8 has got a lot of mechanical issues. If you Google it, you wouldn't want it. You'd want to go with something else.
Any supercar is like that, but
let's see. We got comments, dude. You got super chats.
Super chats. Oh, here we go. We got Yankee Doodle. Arch, do you think IRIXGUY has a chick on the side? To be honest with you, no. IRIXGUY is fucking straight like a die. This guy here, he doesn't even think about another woman. This guy is so fucking, I don't want to say boring. I'm not trying to put you down, but I can just tell with you, you're a good salt of the earth guy. He goes, Tanzeel, $5. IRIXGUY, I'm a supporter of Saudis. Will you support my channel as a brown man? It's called the Turban Century.
I mean, I'd have to see what it was first.
Okay. He's okay. No worries. Guys, we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank you for coming on. IRIXGUY, we should do these once every now and again. If we do it too much, we lose the zing and the yang on it. I'm also happy to come on your channel. We won't swear. We'll just be PC. I can do that, man. You just let me know. Yeah. This StreamYard, by the way, I want to tell you, fucking hell, YouTubers, bunch of cunts. You know what they did? They fucking dropped the Google, the way you do broadcast live shows. That was fucking ideal. I don't want super complicated shit. I don't want fucking all this fucking shit. I just want it simple. Simple, man. I'm an IT guy, but I fucking want it simple. And then Google recommended this one that was an absolute pig. It was an absolute pig. But this StreamYard, I got to tell you the truth. It's fucking, I actually like StreamYard. It's very, very good. You should use, it's simple. You just share the link, have a look into it. And I think StreamYard is amazing because you can change the views. I can highlight myself. You know, I think this is the best. I think this is the best streaming software to have there. I think it's really cool.
I will say, joining it, and it's the first time I've used StreamYard. You sent me the link. I clicked it. Everything went right in. It wasn't any, you know, wasn't any confusion.
You sent me the email, said, "Oh, I want to set it up." I said, "Man, you don't need to do anything. You just click on it, and that's what you fucking want." Okay, man. I'm going to end this show here. I love you, IRIXGUY. I'm happy. I'm happy you're doing well. I was hoping you wouldn't be doing so well.
Yeah,
I would have loved another show. You know, but yeah, it's okay, man. Good honest luck there.